Hey yo, what up? What up? It's Lemek with Salah Sports TV back at it again. Chill. Excuse me. Um, let's talk about the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. That's right, the biggest fight in the sport of boxing. Ironic that the biggest fight in boxing involves two fighters that only boxing fans know. But if you are a boxing fan, you know that this is the biggest fight in boxing, right? This fight, um, is it bigger than a potential Crawford Canelo fight? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, yes. There's two guys, they're right there in each other's wheelhouse, right? They've been right there around each other for years at the same weight. We've been talking about this fight for years. Have we been talking about Canelo versus Crawford for years? No, right? We haven't been talking about Canelo versus Crawford for years. Canelo versus Benavidez. Could that be as big of, is that a bigger fight than Bivol versus Beterbiev? No. No. And Benavidez, y'all know Benavidez is my guy, right? But it's not as big a fight as this. This fight is for undisputed. I mean, a Benavidez Canelo fight would also be for undisputed, but that's because Canelo has all the belts, right? It'd be up there. Canelo Benavidez would definitely be up there. But this fight, let's talk about it. This fight here, um, is a classic clash of styles. Um, you have your classic clash of styles, the boxer versus the puncher. At least that's the perception, right? And we're gonna dive all into that. The perception is that Beterbiev is just a wrecking ball. He just walks through punches. He's like people. I guess people think Beterbiev is like a smaller version of Joe Joyce, right? I'm just listening to the rhetoric. Um, I don't think a lot of these guys actually watch the fights. It's different levels. It's levels, and all pressure fighters are not created equal, right? Um, it feels weird having to say this shit, but all pressure fighters ain't created equal. You got your Joe Joyces that just, they, I don't know about now, but he just tries to walk through everything, anything to get to you. He doesn't move his head. He's like, hey, I can take whatever you got. At least that's what he thought, right? And then you have, then think of, go back to Mike Tyson, right? His form of pressure fighting. Very defensively responsible. I'm talking about young Mike Tyson. Young Mike Tyson, super active. The head movement, the dipping down low, like, yeah, it was hard. He was hard to hit, and he was coming to knock you out. He would be right there in your face, but he was moving. He was moving. His upper body movement was phenomenal. Later on, he got a little lazy, and he started relying solely on his power. That lowered his level a bit, quite a bit. He became easier to hit, right? Became a lot easier to hit. Um, Beterbiev is he's levels above most pressure fighters. How do I think this fight is gonna play out? Dmitry Bivol has no choice. Here's the thing. Dmitry Bivol can only fight one fight against this guy. His only path is to stay away, move around, and box. That's his only path. And I get a kick out of these 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 uh, these boxing people, um, these boxing channels, basically uh, making it seem as though he can hang in there with Beterbiev and do what he's been doing in his last few fights. No, 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 no. In this fight, Now, am I going to count Dmitry Bivol out? No, he can absolutely outbox Beterbiev. It's possible. It's possible. But that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to outbox this guy. As for Beterbiev, I think it's several paths to victory for. It's at least two. Right? And we know the first one. Go in, step to this guy, see if he can really punch. See if he has anything I mean, look, Beterbiev, he was taking shots from Anthony Yard. And people think he was hurt. Let's talk about that, man. People think Yard really hurt Beterbiev. Go watch that fight again. Not one time was Beterbiev truly hurt by Anthony Yard's power. Not once. The times where it looked like it was, look at it again. I challenge you to go back and watch it. He get hit with a good shot. He might have felt it. But was he hurt? No. Why? Why do I say that? Because every time he feel a good shot, he'd take a step back, bait the guy in, and then he would unleash some heavy shit on him. Right? Every time. He did it like 2 or 3 times. You know, I'm not gonna say Yard didn't hit him with a good shot. Absolutely, Yard can punch. Yard punches a lot harder than Beterbiev. I mean, a lot harder than Bivol is my point. Now, in a fight, I would absolutely favor Bivol over your Anthony Yard, but that ain't what we talking about right now. We just talking about power and respecting it. Beterbiev will not respect Bivol's power. Bivol had Canelo ready to go. All he had to do was step on the gas a little bit. But he was so concerned about being countered that he didn't. And he took the chance on a decision. And he got it, fortunately, because he absolutely won that fight. If you don't want to get countered by Canelo, imagine, like, trust me. A lot of guys, you guys are in for huge disappointment. Beterbiev is that guy, okay? He's knocked out everybody he's fought. Here's a little fun fact. Bivol has fast feet. Everybody knows that. Bivol can move. I don't think he'll be able to get away from Beterbiev. You know why? Because Beterbiev can move too. He just don't get the credit. He don't get the credit. Who gets away from Beterbiev? You don't see Beterbiev chasing guys around the ring? He will cut you the fuck off. The guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. If I'm not mistaken, is he the last guy that beat up Usyk? Yeah, Beterbiev is the real deal. Now, Beterbiev is an older guy. He's the older fighter between these guys. He's the older fighter. He's the more banged up fighter, or he has been, right? He's had a few injuries in his career, quite a few, right? So there's always that. Am I gonna, if Beterbiev goes out there and gets outboxed, am I just gonna go to, oh, he was old and he was hurt? And no, I'm not. I would have to see that in the ring. Like if he just falls off a cliff in the ring, then yeah, I'm gonna call it. But if it's like one of those classic matches and Bivol comes out, we just got to get back to giving guys credit. Like I see so many people with these fucking channels, they're not fans of the sport. They watch only to ridicule the loser. They like bitches. Yeah, that's my man. Until you see your man go out there and get his ass kicked by another guy, and now you find you break up with him. Right? AJ's my guy. And then AJ lose. AJ need to retire. Fuck him. Now it's fuck AJ. Like, Not just AJ, they do that with all these guys. All these guys, Errol Spence, Demetrius Andrade, right? These guys have whole movements behind them until they take a loss. And then it's like tumbleweeds rolling past and shit. It's like, where did y'all go? The only ones that oh man, the only fan base that sticks by their man are these Wilder fans. But we know what's up with these Wilder. We know what's up with y'all. We know what's up with you Wilder fans. Anytime a fighter's fan base goes up after he starts twerking, we know what's up with y'all. All of y'all. All of y'all. We know what's up. But hey, I am pumped for this fight. I can't wait to see it. I honestly hope it's gonna be one of those classics. You know, I hope it's gonna be one of those classics. Um, Maybe a late round stoppage, or even if it goes the distance. Like, but I gotta be real with you. I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be. I have a huge feeling that people are gonna be let down. I think this fight ends a lot earlier than many people believed. I don't think Bivol is in the same class as Beterbiev. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds crazy. There's a reason why Canelo would even utter Bivol's name as if he would fight him again. But when it comes to Beterbiev, it's like, hell no, that's out of the question. Nope, get out my face. Nope. No habla English or whatever the fuck y'all, you know what I mean? Like all that shit. He ain't trying to get in the ring with Beterbiev. He ain't trying to talk about, he ain't even trying to say his name. And quiet as kept, he ain't trying to get in the ring with Bivol either. But he will at least say it so that he won't look so bad. It's like, he'll at least say it. No, he ain't going to fight him. He ain't going to fight him. I don't think Canelo will fight Crawford either. That's just me. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, right? I'm not one of you. I don't claim to know everything. I don't have no inside sources. I'm just a guy talking boxing, talking sports, right? Yeah, I got Beterbiev. This ain't a breakdown, but I'm just throwing it out there. I think Beterbiev wins this in the way that he won all his other fights. He breaks guys down. He eventually breaks guys down, right? And what he has going for him is he don't take that many punches. Yeah, he gets hit. He's a pressure fighter. He's going to take some, but he never takes the worst punches like that he just don't see coming. Just nah, he's pretty defensively responsible. Pretty defensively responsible. So I'm definitely looking forward to this fight. Something else that I really got a kick out of, man. Beterbiev, Beterbiev is a real dude, man. He said something like, I don't know if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, but he said something that caught my attention, right? Beterbiev hears the talk. He hears all the talk. He hears all the chatter, right? These boxers, they hear what's being said. They hear every time this fight is brought up how Bivol is considered the boxer and he's considered the brute, right? He hears that shit. So he knows what the pulse of the climate is. And that's people just not respecting his boxing. He knows that. He hears it. So what did he come out and say? Oh yeah, I just have to be a better boxer. I have to just keep working to be better. I have to get a lot better at boxing. when he said that. See, a lot of people hear that and they're not really thinkers. They're not thinking. You don't think this motherfucker thinks he knows how to box at a high level? He beat Usyk. You think he has any self-doubt as far as his boxing ability? If you think that, tune in October 12th. No. What he's doing is, what do you call it? What he's doing is he's landing on thick. Oh yeah, I'm going against this guy that you say is such a superior boxer, right? He's just a boxing savant, right? And I'm just a brute. I just go in there and punch. I just close my eyes and punch, and hopefully I hit something, you know. So I got to get much better at my boxing. He's got something in store for Mr. Bivol. I can assure you of that. He got something special in store for Bivol and for all these boxing fans, so-called boxing fans out here. But anyway, that's all I got. If you like the video, bang off on that like button one time. Peace.